I believe it is time for us to be sincere to ourselves. I am not saying it because I have been campaigning for federation throughout. No, I am saying it because I have observed and looked at many things. And after listening to or reading through the proposal that the Alliance for Peace and Justice for Southern Cameroon presented before the United Nations, I came to discover that they also wish to start with federation before going into referendum for any independence. And TFA Talking Point keep on preaching and saying that what federation is the best, and the kind of federation TFA Talking Point is preaching is quite different from the federation that was in 1961. So I just want you to listen to me right to the end of this video to understand the kind of federation I am talking about. Because I'm talking about a federation where Southern Cameroon will have a separate ministry of education, separate ministry for justice. That is the kind of federation I am talking about. So if you are joining TFA Talking Point for your first time, subscribe to our channel. I'm begging you to listen right to the end of this video. It will not be long because I'm going to just summarize everything. So that I'm talking about a federation, a federal state, which will be two-state federation, because these two group of people, French Cameroon and British Southern Cameroon, were separated for 45 years with a different culture, different policies, a different educational system, different judicial system. They have that with different languages. So I am saying that it will be very difficult for these people to join together under one central government. It will be very difficult. It can never work. When we are talking about a country, there are only two bilingual countries in the world. That is Canada and Cameroon. And when you look at the way it is quite different. We cannot go into federation the way United States of America is. We cannot go into federation the way Nigeria is, because there is only one language, and they have never have different kind of educational system, different kind of judicial system. They have just one, the common law. And in Southern Cameroon, it will be very difficult to harmonize these two educational systems to form which kind of educational system. That is where President Paul Biya struggled and failed. And then it will be very difficult to harmonize the two judicial systems. It will be very difficult. It can never work. And that is where President Paul Biya struggled and failed. So the best thing is for these people to be governed separately. And that separately will be, if they who on that they cannot separate, then they should go in for a federal system where there will be two-state federation. And the two-state federation will be so powerful than the federal government. Meaning the ministry for education, there will be a separate ministry for education for Southern Cameroonian based in Southern Cameroon to take care of the Anglo-Saxon system of education. And a separate ministry for French Cameroon based in French Cameroon. Anywhere, whether in Yaoundé, we don't have anything to do with that. And then separate ministry for justice based in a Southern Cameroon, where they will be practicing common law, not harmonized law. It does not exist anywhere. So there are not many bilingual countries in the world where you say, no, you can take and combine to see how they are doing their own. It is only Cameroon and Canada. And when you reach Canada, it is all about constitutional government that they are running. And they're doing it perfectly first because they are in the Western world, developed country. And we are in a poor country where politicians are taking advantage of the common people. So the best way to go about this is this. And the next thing that will happen is that if they go for this kind of federal system, the police will be permanently in Southern Cameroon. There should not be any police in French Cameroon, because before reunification, there was no police in French Cameroon. They were not having police. Police came in only after this reunification, and the government struggled to harmonize all these things. It can never work. And people will ask me, what are we going to do with the police who are French Cameroonians? They will just turn them into a military or yandans immediately. Or yandans who are a Southern Cameroonian. They just turn them into police officials or military. This will help. And then these people, Southern Cameroonians, will be able to raise and generate their own revenue by themselves, manage it, and only a portion of it is given to support the federal government, in which that portion will be decided by the National Assembly, the Federal National Assembly in Southern Cameroon. How much are they going to give? Not by the federal government. So this is the kind of federation I am talking about. And if we have this kind of federation, it will be very easy for us to one day achieve independence, total independence, if marginalization comes up again. And that is the very thing these people, Dr. Asango, proposed to the United Nations, a forum for minorities issue in Switzerland. It's starting with this, and then one day, if marginalization comes up again, the people can vote through a referendum that we want to separate and form our own country. You cannot bring two different people together and force them to unite to form one and indivisible country where everything will be harmonized. It cannot work. And that is where President Paul Biya failed. And we have to say the truth. And just holding on to total separation immediately through fighting can never work. That is what I keep on saying nearly to the Amazonia and to the military, that the Amazonia cannot kill all the military. Because when they kill one, the government will replace that one with 2 or 3 other military. And the military cannot kill all the Amazonia because many people are joining it out of anger, frustration, and many other means. So the military solution in Southern Cameroon cannot work. If that cannot work, what can we do for it to work? That is where I keep on calling Amazonia to change their strategy and think of new strategy. And what are the new strategies that can put in place? It's this one. An option. Go in for federation, and after you achieve the federation, you build yourself up, gather resources, and if marginalization suffers again, then you can start now legally for separation, and it will be very easy.